up, guys? Holding Ass 50 here, bringing you Ssss Gridman episode 2 review. Before I get into this review, I just wanted to let y'all know something that I ain't know. This anime is supposedly only going to be 12 episodes long, so, and I hate short animes, but since I love Gridman so much, it's like, I'm reviewing it and watching it, but deep down, it's like, it really irks me because I hate animes that are that short. I mean, I'm not saying that they're all bad, because they're not. It's just the fact that, 24 plus episodes is usually what we expect, at least for like a season 1, but when it's only 12 episodes, it's like, 13 is like, oh, come on, really? But this episode is continuing from where I left off last episode, with Yuta and his friends trying to figure out what's going on. That certain people are like not in school no more. They're missing, and also like the students and stuff and news media are not talking about the accident. People forgot like it completely happened. Then Yuta and his friends find out that those people that are missing from school and nobody knows them, but they still in record of the school record. So they hunt down their numbers and addresses, and they went to talk to them, and it was the same thing for each of the girls that died in that explosion from the fireball of the Keiju from episode 1. Supposedly they all died in middle school. So I'm guessing when anyone dies in this series by kaiju, it's gonna rewrite history, and they're gonna have like something set in history that they died before that accident. So, but yeah, those characters that we did see last episode, they did die. It just, when history, like after everything is said and done, everything is rebuilt, and those that died, the history gets reborn as they did die, but in an earlier period, where those that didn't die would just be erased memory-wise of what happened. So it's kind of interesting to see this. We don't get an explanation on why this happened. They tried to ask Gridman, but Gridman didn't have the answer. They met that crazy guy from the last episode who he just kept on saying, but we didn't get to talk to him. The Mr. Samurai guy, as they call him in this episode. We get to meet him, a new character. The president of the class, she overheard the Gridman talk, and she tried to go to Uta and talk to him about, to like force out that information on what he knew about the kaijus and what Gridman was. And then after that, like, she left to like do something, and she bumped into her teacher, and he didn't say excuse me, and he just walked right past by her like nothing, and that really upset her. So, and then after like school, like Yuta and his friends, like the Ultraman Alliance as they called it, as Yusumi called it, went to the shop to see what's going on, see if they could ask Ultraman and stuff. And we found out in this episode as well that the president is working with the guy who is the villain that we saw from last episode. Remember last episode we saw a guy in front of a TV screen talking to like an evil version of Gridman with a kaiju doll. Well, we saw in this episode the president of the school, the president of the class they used to go to, she basically made a doll, and that evil Gridman turned it into reality. And she was using it to attack her teacher who bumped into her. She had complete control over it, as we saw so far. But luckily, Yuta and his gang, they stepped in and they fought it. And Yuta was losing at first, because his beam couldn't hurt it, because it kept on reflecting it and absorbing it. Only physical attacks were working, but they were doing very weak damage. Excuse me. But Mr. Samurai, we found out that he has an ability. And it's weird because his ability goes with Yuta. Yuta in this episode got a watch called the Ssss Flash. And when he says a Ssss Flash, it just automatically teleports him inside the cyber world, and he pops out to be the Gridman. I keep saying Ultraman because Ultraman and Gridman are technically the same, but yeah, that's basically how he becomes Gridman. But Mr. Samurai is different. His accessory doesn't let him become a Gridman. His accessory allows him to become a weapon for a Gridman. And what he becomes is, as you can tell from his name, he becomes a sword. And it was just awesome. Like it was called Accessories Caliber. basically is like the mechanical version of Soul Calibur, like the sword from, you know, Arthur, like the Legend of Arthur and stuff like that. It's like the Excalibur, something like similar to that, mixed with the Soul Calibur from Soul Calibur. So it was pretty cool, man, seeing that sword and seeing Ultraman actually use the sword in battle was even cooler. That's actually how he defeated the monster in this episode. And that was basically the end of the episode. It was just more of them talking and trying to figure out things, and we had a couple of action parts in the end, but it was more just information gathering and new allies and introductions, basically. Good episode, I liked it. I just wish it would be longer than 12 episodes, so hopefully we get a season 2 that's 24 or more. So I mean, they did the same thing with My Hero Academia. The first season only had 13 episodes. Season 2 and up is considered to have 24, so hopefully something like this happens with Gridman. But it is made by Studio Trigger, and Trigger's not known for having like more than one like season anime, so we don't know if they're gonna get a second season, so sadly. But please leave your comments below, like, comment, share, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. Tell me what you thought of the episode. If you haven't seen the episode, go see it. Very good episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.